Hello, this is my audience. Imagine yourself seated in the driver's seat of a new 2017 Ford F-150. Henry Ford had a lot of success in his life. After working hard, he accomplished his goal, which was the Model T and the assembly line. Henry Ford was born July 30th, 1863, in Wayne County, Michigan. He grew up in a farm but didn't enjoy it at all. At the age of 16, he left Detroit to find a job as a machinist at a shipbuilding fin, as explained in biography.com, which was updated April 8th, 2017. He didn't, at the age of 13, was probably one of his hardest lives. His mother died at the age of 13, and Ford said, "I never had any particular love for the farm. It was the mother on the farm I loved," said in history.com, which was also updated in 2017. At the age of 13, his dad also gifted him with a watch in which he took apart and put back together by himself. The people around in his town knew about this and would leave their watches to him for him to fix. After going through many difficult stages in his life, he came up with the Model T Ford car. After making his way to being an engineer, Ford had time for his own projects. He became an engineer at the Edison Illuminating Company in Detroit, in which he built his first gasoline horseless carriage, the quadricycle. After not having any place to work on his projects, he was able to do this in his own back garage. After 5 years of success with the quadricycle, and after trial and error, he came up with the Model T in 1908. For several years, the company posted 100% gains. Finally, after having great success with the Model T Ford, he wanted a faster and easier way to make them. The Model T led to his next great invention, the assembly line. In 1913, his first moving assembly line for cars was made. One Model T car was made every 24 seconds, said James Couzens, Ford manager at the time, according to Britannica.com. Not only was he effective with the cars he was making for him, but he was also a very huge factor in World War I. He was able to help out during this war because of mass production. During the war, the US was able to make more products than any other country due to the assembly line, because with the assembly line, they were able to produce more than 1,000 weapons every 2 minutes. He finally established his company in 1902. 1 month after he established the first Ford car, which was the two-cylinder, 8 horsepower Model A, which was said by the New York Times. He was able to have great success with his assembly line, not only because of the great way the assembly line worked, but because the way he treated his employees. He was able to pay the employees $5 an hour instead of the average pay, which was $2.34, and lowered their working days from 9 days to 8 days. He also had great success with the cars because he lowered the prices on the cars. Henry Ford had a lot of success in his life. After working hard, he accomplished his goal, which was the Model T car and eventually the assembly line. He had a pretty challenging early life, but after having success with the Model T, he was able to provide even more help with the assembly line. Now, every time you are in a Ford car, you can relate back and think about everything that happened to get the Ford car. Being able to use a Ford car is a blessing.